tonight. Let this story be a soft lullaby to calm your soul. Yarrow and Crocus, a tale of kindness. This story is about a young girl named Yarrow and a kind troll named Crocus who become friends and change their village perception of trolls by showing. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Yarrow. Yarrow, with her golden hair and bright blue eyes, was known for her gentle nature and helping hands. One afternoon, while exploring the verdant hills, Yarrow came across a cave hidden behind a thicket. Curious, she stepped inside and found a troll named Crocus, who was tending to a small garden of wildflowers. Crocus, with his large green hands and kind brown eyes, was unlike any troll Yarrow had ever heard of. Though most trolls were known to be grumpy and unkind, Crocus had a heart as big as the hills themselves. "Hello," said Yarrow, smiling. "Do you need any help with your garden?" Crocus looked up, surprised but pleased. "I would love some help," he replied with a warm smile. Together, they walked under the soft sunlight. Yarrow learned how to care for the wildflowers, while Crocus taught her about the magic of the hills, how they sang songs in the wind and whispered secrets to those who listened. They grew close, bonding over their love for the hills and their shared kindness. Yarrow and Crocus spent many afternoons together. They explored the hills, discovered hidden waterfalls, and collected wild herbs. One day Yarrow asked, "Why do you live alone in this cave?" Crocus sighed deeply. "People are often afraid of trolls, so I stay away to avoid scaring them," he said. "But you are so kind," Yarrow protested. "If they knew you, they wouldn't be afraid." Crocus shook his head. "Fear is a strong thing, Yarrow. It can blind people to the truth." Determined to change this, Yarrow came up with a plan. She invited the villagers to a festival on the hills. They decorated the hills with lanterns and flowers, and Crocus prepared his wildflower garden for everyone to see. When the villagers arrived, they were amazed by the beauty of the hills and the garden. Yarrow introduced Crocus, and though the villagers were initially hesitant, they soon realized how kind he was. The festival was a great success, and Crocus was no longer feared. Yarrow felt pride swell in her chest, knowing that her friend was accepted and loved. From that day on, Crocus was a beloved member of the community. He helped the villagers with their gardens and taught the children about the magic of the hills. And every evening, as the stars twinkled above, Yarrow and Crocus would sit together, listening to the hills sing their enchanting songs. Their friendship was a testament to the beauty of kindness and understanding, reminding everyone that even the most unlikely of friends can change the world together. Let's begin another chapter, warm and comforting. Rose and Silverbell, a tale of healing. This story is about a young woman named Rose who, with the help of a celestial being called Silverbell, heals from the loss of her grandmother and finds new purpose in life. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by rolling hills and fragrant meadows, there lived a kind-hearted young woman named Rose. Rose was known for her gentle spirit and her love for tending to her garden, which was vibrant with every hue of flowers. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow across the sky, Rose sat by her favorite oak tree, feeling a sense of loneliness that she could not shake. She had recently lost her beloved grandmother, who had taught her everything about birds and healing. As she watched the stars twinkle into existence, a shimmering light descended from the heavens, landing softly beside her. The light transformed into a graceful, luminous figure known as Silverbell, a celestial being sent from the stars to bring solace to those in need. Silverbell had long silver hair that flowed like a river of moonlight, and her eyes tremble with the wisdom of the universe. Do not be afraid, dear Rose, Silverbell spoke in a voice as soothing as a gentle breeze. I have come to help heal your aching heart. Rose, though startled at first, felt an immediate connection with the ethereal presence. She shared her sorrow and the weight of her loss, tears flowing freely. Silverbell listened intently, her presence radiating comfort and peace. Your grandmother's love for you was profound, Silverbell said softly. And while she may no longer be here in body, her spirit lives on through the knowledge and love she imparted to you. Taking Rose's hand, Silverbell led her to the garden, where the flowers seemed to glow with a newfound radiance. Each holds great power, Rose. Let us use the gifts it offers to begin your healing journey. Together, they gathered petals, leaves, and other elements to create potions and remedies, just as Rosie's grandmother had done. As they worked, Silverbell taught Rose the deeper meanings and magical properties of each plant, helping her rediscover the joy and purpose her grandmother had instilled in her. Days turned into weeks, and with Silverbell's guidance, Rose began to heal. Her garden thrived as never before, and the villagers noticed the change, seeking her out for wisdom and healing. Rose found fulfillment in aiding others, her heart mending with every one night. Silverbell spoke to Rose as they watched the moon rise. It is time for me to return to the stars, dear Rose. Remember, the love you give and the knowledge you share will keep your grandmother's spirit alive within you. With a tearful farewell, Silverbell ascended back into the celestial heavens. Rose, though sad to see her go, felt a renewed sense of purpose and connection to her grandmother. As she stood in her blossoming garden, she knew that love and healing would always be her guiding stars. Let's wander into the next comforting tale. Anemone and Daisy, Sunshine of Friendship. This story is about Anemone and Daisy, a human and a gentle giant, who together restore a forgotten garden, discovering the warmth and joy of true friendship, symbolized by the sun. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between mountains and meadows, there lived a gentle human named Anemone, and a towering creature known as the Gentle Giant, Daisy. Anemone had hair the color of autumn leaves and eyes that sparkled like morning dew. Daisy, with her massive frame, had a heart as tender as a spring breeze. They met one fine day, when Anemone was wandering through the forest, humming a melody and collecting wildflowers. Daisy, curious and kind, watched her from behind a grove of ancient oak trees. Initially startled by Daisy's size, Anemone soon realized there was no need for fear. They began to talk, and Anemone learned that gentle giants had been protectors of the forest for centuries. Daisy had a special way with plants and animals. Wherever she walked, flowers bloomed and creatures thrived. One bright morning, while they were exploring a sunlit clearing, they stumbled upon the remnants of a forgotten garden. Overgrown and hidden, it seemed like a secret waiting to be rediscovered. Excited by its potential, Anemone and Daisy decided to restore the garden together. Every day under the warm sunshine, they worked side by side. Anemone sang while Daisy tilled the soil. They planted seeds, pulled weeds, and coaxed life back into the once forgotten patch of earth. The garden slowly transformed into a vibrant paradise, brimming with colorful blooms and fragrant roots. Their friendship blossomed alongside their garden. Anemone often wove Daisy chains, placing them gently around Daisy's neck, which made Daisy smile a smile as wide as the horizon. Together they laughed, shared stories, and found solace in their quiet haven. As seasons passed, their garden became a place of joy for the entire village. People and creatures alike came to bask in its beauty, to feel the warmth of the sun and the companionship of Anemone and Daisy. On one particular sunny day, under a canopy of brilliant blue sky and golden light, Anima and Daisy looked at their flourishing garden, and their hearts swelled with pride and happiness. It was a testament to their hard work, their bond, and the simple truth that sunshine is best when it's shared. And so, in the heart of the village, Anemone and Daisy's garden stood as a shining reminder that true friendship can illuminate even the darkest corners, bringing warmth and light to all who venture near. Then they lived happily ever after, forever basking in the sunshine of their friendship. Another story awaits to bring you rest. Isme and Lutz, A Journey of Guidance. This story is about a young girl named Jasmine who embarks on a journey of self-discovery and leadership with the guidance of an air elemental named Lotus. In a quaint village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young girl named Jasmine. She was known for her bright eyes, curious nature, and a heart full of dreams. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Jasmine ventured into the woods nearby. She often went there to explore, letting her imagination run wild among the whispering trees and chirping crickets. As she wandered deeper into the forest, she stumbled upon a small, sparkling pond that she had never seen before. The water shimmered like 1,000 diamonds under the pale moonlight. Suddenly, a gentle breeze swept through the air, and from the center of the pond, a figure began to emerge. It was an air elemental named Lotus, a serene being composed of swirling mists and delicate gales. Lotus has been watching over the village for centuries, from the realms unseen, ensuring the safety and prosperity of its inhabitants. Jasmine stood in awe as Lotus hovered gracefully above the pond, her presence calming and ethereal. "Who are you, Planame?" asked, her voice barely a whisper. "I am Lotus," the air elemental replied. "At Rand I have come to guide you." Wired, intrigued and unafraid, Jasmine stepped closer. "Guide me?" Elsie asked. Lotus' eyes like endless skies twinkled softly. "You have a special destiny, Jasmine. There is much you are meant to learn and discover. Let me show you the way." With a gentle nod, Jasmine agreed, and Lotus beckoned her to follow. Together, they soared into the night sky. Jasmine felt a rush of exhilaration and freedom she had never known. They traveled over mountains, rivers, and valleys, with Lotus teaching Jasmine the secrets of the winds and the language of the stars. Each lesson was like a piece of a gigantic puzzle, forming a clear picture of Jasmine's path. One night, Lotus led Jasmine to a towering, ancient tree, its branches reaching out like welcoming arms. "Here is a," Lotus whispered. "I'm the stay who will find your true calling." Butterfly Jasmine approached the tree, her heart pounding with anticipation. As she touched the rough bark, a vision unfolded before her eyes. She saw herself, not as a mere child, but as a wise and compassionate leader, guiding her fellow villagers with strength and kindness. The vision was so vivid that Jasmine's heart swelled with purpose and determination. Believe in yourself and trust. The journey of voice echoed softly. With newfound resolve, Jasmine knew what she had to do. Return to the village, carrying with her the lessons of the skies and the wisdom of the stars. Under Lotus's watchful gaze, Jasmine grew into the leader she was destined to be, her guidance bringing prosperity and harmony to the village. And so, whenever the villagers looked up at the sky, they remembered the night their fate changed, thanks to Jasmine and the gentle guidance of Lotus. Good night, and may your sleep be deep and calm.